Hi, good day. Welcome to HM Australia, your program for fashion news. Here we have Princess Jehanne Dimaporo, Philippines hijab stylist. She will be joining us. Thank you very much for coming, Princess.
Thank you also.
So Princess Jehanne, she's actually a renowned hijab stylist, and she has her page on Facebook, and she has like a lot of ranges of hijab styles, such as like hijab box for brooch or anything like that. And then there's tiaras for your hijab, especially for your wedding. And of course, it's for your special day for the ladies out there that want your hijab to look stunning and professionally styled by Princess. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you also, Miss Aviana.
Okay, so I think you are so great at hijab styling because not there are not many hijab stylists, especially in the American model industry, because Halima Aden was there and she was actually, via social media, she said that there's not a lot of hijab stylists in IMG models or something like that. So I think I think you're great given to the amount of neatness that is the style has. What has been the most important thing for your own personal style? Since we're talking about style in here.
Okay. Now, for me, the most important thing as a Muslim woman is maintaining your modesty, which includes how you behave, how you dress in a modest way, and how you wear your hijab with confidence. Of course, everything must be in accordance with Islamic teachings.
And do you think that you're very picky with your style too?
Yeah, I'm kind of picky with this. Usually, with my clients, I would really ask them to send me a picture of their wedding gowns, even their prenup gowns, so I can have an idea. So I can also think of a concept or a theme, the theme during the wedding day.
Right. So what has been your personal style like, and how does it impact in your career?
Um, I like wearing a loose clothing, anything, a loose pants, because I have two boys. I have a 9 years old and a 7 years old. So I want to wear something, a clothing which I can move freely, especially during my gig if I have clients. So I like something, clothes that I can move freely, so I can style the hijab properly for my clients.
That is really interesting because I feel like, for mood boards, in styling, mood boards are very important. Do you actually choose very religiously in terms of how you would put the mood board for your client?
Pardon?
Like the mood board, because in styling, right? Like we need a mood board, like a board that's like, having a lot of style and then colors for it.
Okay. Now, now with the colors, of course, I bring with me a lot of accessories, hijab accessory in preparation for the prenup gown, because usually prenup gown here are, it, clients would prefer variety of colors, but usually the wedding gowns are only white. So I bring with me a lot of hijab accessories with different colors.
How has your career been like in the Philippines as a hijab stylist?
Well, I started year 2011. Back then, people actually don't really hire hijab stylists, and they don't really know what is hijab stylist. But through the help of social media, now people appreciate my creations, my work. So now, alhamdulillah, people are now contacting me and asking if I could style and be their hijab stylist during their special day or during their big day.
So like what is their impression of hijab stylist after you said, oh, there is such thing as a hijab stylist?
Well, I remember once a mother asked me, the mother of the bride, she asked me, what is a hijab stylist? So I said, actually, hijab style only concentrates with the hijab of the bride. That's it. So I don't do the makeup. I don't fix the gown of the bride. I only concentrate on the hijab of the bride. So she was like, "Oh, there's such thing as hijab stylist." So I guess so. Here in Marawi, yes, there is.
Yeah, I mean, it should be scarf stylist if it's like the more like if you take Islam away from it, it's a scarf stylist. But then it's more deeper than that because hijab is like, more than the scarf, isn't it? So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and there are many people that know what hijab is anyway. There are many, but not saying that it's a scarf stylist because it's like less than hijab, right? If you call yourself
Yeah.
a scarf stylist.
Yeah, you have a
Okay. So are hijab stylists common in the Philippines? So do you have any like colleagues or
no, not really, but I'm not really sure if there's one in Cagayan de Oro, I guess, but I have not met her personally.
all right. So you feel a bit like alone in it in a way,
Yeah,
right? Oh my
yeah.
God. Wow, hijab style is actually like it's very in demand actually um because we always refer to the YouTube, but we just need someone that's like really close to us and
Yeah.
and that you could connect because if you see it on YouTube like how to style your hijab, you don't feel the connection. So you're a real expert in that, to be honest. I mean, how many clients like do you have in a day? I think it's very like a lot, right?
No, not really. Actually, weddings here in the Philippines is on during it's only during weekends. So I only accept one client per day because I don't want to stress myself and I don't want to rush my creation. I just concentrate one client per day.
Okay, saying about clients, right? I'm sure that many clients want to know what type of hijab you're wearing. Is there a name for
Ah,
it?
okay.
Like those kind
Um,
of hijab, like right now?
hijab. Now for me, for weddings, okay, I only ask my clients to buy or to provide me a hijab that is very smooth, that is not too thick and not too rough. Anything that is smooth and it can move freely. So the hijab, now styling the hijab will depends on the cloth of the hijab. If it is too silky, it's so hard to put design on it, to style on it. And if it's too thick, it's so hard to put pins on the hijab. So it should be not too thick and not too slippery.
Yeah, especially when there's a silk hijab and then there's a tiara. You have to be very careful with it, right?
Yeah. You need to to sew it yourself. If you're going to use the tiara with the silky hijab, pins won't hold sometimes. So you need to sew it.
So so the crown from the website, it consists of those crowns like the Roman kind of thing, right? And then there's the
Yeah.
the simple tiara, and then there's those ones like very that's a lot of height, those spiky
Yeah.
things. Which
Yeah.
one is the most popular actually? Because I'm really curious right now.
Mm, well, some clients would ask me to put some tiaras, but mostly of my clients don't prefer to have tiaras. I only post that for some clients who would love to wear tiaras during their wedding days.
I think that's a very big step to take because like if I were them, I would be scared to wear a tiara to be honest. And I would trust you
Yeah.
to do it to be honest because not from some YouTube video to re- literally because
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it myself. Um yeah, I'm serious because it's my wedding day and I don't want it to fall and I want like someone that's actually doing it and I don't want to learn it myself.
Yeah.
What is the Philippines like for the modest fashion industry since hijab stylist is part of modest fashion?
Well, modest dressing here in the Philippines has come a long way, and modest dressing is also a trend here among Muslim women. But of course, they need to balance being they need to balance the religion and being stylish, and still maintaining the modesty in accordance to the Islamic teachings.
Hmm. That's why like it's very universal, isn't it? Because Islam is part of it and we have a rule to follow.
Yes.
What kind of questions does your client usually ask when talking about their personal style? Do you actually design the mood board or do they tell you what to do most of the time?
Well, most of my clients, alhamdulillah, most of my clients would really trust my creations. They would really
Mm,
say,
good.
they would really say that you do it, okay, it's okay with me. Anything that suits my face and my gown, it's okay with me. So alhamdulillah, I'm very much happy every time I hear that, because I can move freely and I can style whatever I want. Of course, I'll make sure that it matches their gown as well as the shape of the face of the client.
Oh my God, everyone needs that because most of the time when I want to dress up like for a long day, I'm so confused because I don't trust myself sometimes. And then like I search YouTube like every hijabi or search on IGTV on which hijab style suits me the best and my mood. But then I could actually ask you if I'm your client. And that's a very like I guess a special connection that you would have. And your clients are long term, right? Most of
What?
the time. Long term.
What do you mean long term?
Long term as in like they keep on like asking you about oh, does this fit me right? Yeah, because you know their personal style best than anyone else.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so what is your definition of personal style?
Okay. Personal side, of course, it refers to your how you expresses yourself. Okay. So, which includes the way you dress, the way you mix and match your hijab, and of course, the way you behave, the way you talk, how kind you are, how polite you are. So, for me, that is my personal style. That's what personal style for me. It's your personal choices.
Your personal choices. Um, does it actually reflect on the design aspects, such as the mood board? Like, for example, if I want to be super, super duper modest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, does that mean that I'm actually modest? Like it's like there's a contradiction sometimes to how you dress and like your personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a sporty person can be a full abaya gown, and a non-sporty person could also be like the style is like me.
Mhm.
So that's what you're saying, right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
it's
yes.
more about the inside. It's not about
Yeah.
right. Good for you. By the way, I saw in your Instagram profile that you are a nurse by profession. How do you balance it all out?
Okay. So I am a nurse by profession, but as of now, I am also a nurse educator. Um, Alhamdulillah, weddings here in our country is only during weekends. So I don't have work during weekends. But the problem now is I don't have much time with my children because I'm
Oh my
busy
God.
during weekdays. Monday to Friday, I have classes. And on weekends, I also have gigs for being a hijab stylist. But alhamdulillah, my children are, I guess, they are very much understanding, even my husband, because I really love what I'm doing. So whenever you love what you're doing, you always find ways, you always find time.
Oh my God. True. Simple words, but sometimes we don't get to
Yeah.
actually do it. and and to put it in mind. That's a good reminder. I mean, yeah, nurse and hijab stylist is pretty opposite. I mean, yeah, this is really
Yeah.
amazing. Mashallah. How did you start being a hijab stylist and why do you want to pursue that as like your second career?
Okay. Now, like what I've said a while ago, no, it started year 2011. It was just only a hobby. I just stopped styling the hijab of my family, my cousins, my mom, and then my aunties. And then that was during the wedding of my cousin. Then through social media, a client contact me and asking me if I could style her hijab during her wedding day. Honestly, I was really shocked because I told her that it was only for fun. And then it was my mom who pushed me to try. So during her wedding day, she appreciated my work, then posted it, then that's it. That's how I started to become a hijab stylist. And it was really funny because it was not really a career. It was only a hobby that turns out into a career. But alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that because of that, people appreciate my creations.
Actually, I know the quote that says, the best things comes when it's not expected. I think that's your first
Yeah.
career, being a hijab
Yeah.
stylist, to be honest. Yeah, because
Yes.
the talent is all there. And I'm really glad that they saw your talent, well,
Yeah.
your family. Um, oh my God, I'm so speechless right now because, um, yeah, because I saw that in Australia, right? Since this is HM Australia, there is a hijab stylist too. But then I don't see a lot. I only saw like in Melbourne, and I
Yeah.
contacted with her too. And then like, is this pretty rare? I guess. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Princess. Mashallah. So talking about hijab fashion, because hijab stylist, hijab fashion. What is your favorite hijab fashion style? You like the romantic kind of style or like the edgy kind of style?
Well, for me, I just love to wear hijab. I only wear actually being a hijab stylist. People would really talk to me and would say that how come you're hijab stylist but you don't really wear too much of that hijab accessories? Honestly, to become a hijab stylist, it's so hard to style and to fix your own hijab because the
Mhm.
only thing that you see is the front. Okay, the front part. So my hijab style is only wearing it simple, just simple way, just a comfortable anything that I am comfortable with. With the kind of hijab, now I really love to mix and match my hijab. So if I wear the plain shirt, I wear anything printed above. If I wear printed below on my dress, so I wear the plain on my headscarf.
Wow. Okay. I don't know why people actually assume that, but hijab is for everyone. It's not just like for fashion people that just want to accessorize their heads. Sorry,
Yeah.
that accessorize their heads. And we can be active while wearing hijab. Like, there's other brands like Noor Sport, Nike Hijab. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's the hijab stylist job too, because you want to fit the head as well and try to be comfortable. Okay, so since this is about connected 2021 beyond fashion, are you excited to be their hijab stylist?
Well, it's a mixed feeling.
Okay.
I'm excited and I'm also nervous because this is my first time to join
Oh my
this
God.
kind of big event.
Well, Princess Jehanne is very excited, and well, we've just talked about her expertise in it. So thank you very much, Princess Jehanne
Thank you so much, Miss
Dimaporo.
Aviana. Mhm.
It was a great conversation, and this is Princess Jehanne Dimaporo.